Hello everyone, I'm Farmer Sim. Welcome back to Pallegney and the Farming Europe series. I do hope you're all doing very, very well and having a great day. So, here we are, back in France, ready to crack on. We've got plenty to do. A couple of plans afoot that I've got going on in my mind at the minute. I'll go through those in a couple of seconds' time. But, most importantly, almost all of the grass has fermented now into silage in bale form in the shed here. So, we need to get that, as a matter of urgency, into the TMR mixer. Get that turned into TMR so we can feed the cows. We're now in, it's the 1st of October. I fast-forwarded time a few hours because those bales were taking their sweet time, as it were. The cows, as you can see from the numbers in the bottom right there, we've got 9,767 litres of meadow left in there. They have zero food. They are producing milk and slurry and manure, but albeit relatively slowly. We need to start getting this ramped up a bit, and their productivity levels are currently at 40%. So I think that's why the milk hasn't really started to come steaming out of there, as it were, because they need some proper food. So that's what we need to do. Now we've got more silage in here than what the TMR mixer can take. So what I do actually currently want to do is just take their 5,500 litre bales, and the TMR machine has a capacity of 160,000 litres for the silage. So we want pretty much 20, if we want to get everything in there, we want 28 bales. So let's go to the silage bit here. So we want, let's take 25 out of there. That's going to stack up there, and then we'll get another 3 out afterwards as well. Now, I do need to be very careful about how I move these things around, because the auto load for the bale shed is pretty much here. So if I pick up the bales and drive over there, they're just going to go straight back into the shed. So what I do need to do first and foremost is unwrap them. There we go. I don't want to be sticking that wrap in the TMR mixer. There we go. See if I can get as many of these done as I can while I'm here. Nice, there we are. Get them all done along the bottom as well. But I do have a couple of ideas, or one or two ideas anyway. I've been considering just having not a massive expansion, and not to the yard, but just having a little bit of an expansion in trying to increase our income streams a bit on the farm. And one of those has come to light in that there is there's a couple of empty pastures on the other side of the road. One of them's for cows and one of them's for sheep and goats. Now, we've already got some cows here. I suppose, the more the merrier, but I quite like the idea of having a go with some goats and some sheep. So that's what we're going to do, I think. I can't afford to do it right this second. The money we currently are at is 101,000 euros. The pasture I have in mind is I think it's slightly smaller. It's the smaller one of the two. But it is that area there, just on the other side of the road on the hill. It's currently, the value is currently just over 108,000 euros. So, I can't afford that right now, but we do have some grain in the shed. Now, if I was to hang on to that until optimum best selling time, which is January, all in all, it's worth 28,374 euros. But if I was to sell it now I would be taking a hit. I'd be taking a hit of about 4,200 euros. It's currently worth, all in all, across the barley, sorghum and the wheat, it's currently worth 24,083 euros. And that is by taking all three products, thankfully, to the same place. It's called Soufflé Agriculture. It's towards the north of the map on the other side of the viaduct up there. So that's where I'm considering going. So if we were to add on 24,000 euros on top of what we've got 125,000 euros. So that means I'll be able to buy the pasture and potentially get some sheep and some goats, not just one or the other. I quite like the idea of having a bit of both, because obviously the goats we can utilise in our dairy production system here, making bottled goat milk and goat cheese if need be. But obviously if I throw some sheep into the mix as well, we'll be able to profit from a bit of wool in the future as well, and I think that would be a very good idea. We get the TMR in here and get the cows producing as much milk as possible. We get that milk put into the dairy there, and we get that churning away for us, getting a bit of an income stream. And likewise from the sheep and the goats if we were to go forward with that plan. So I think it's a good idea. I'm trying to do it. The reason why I'm trying to do it by selling the grain that we've currently got in the silo is I'm trying to stay away from getting a loan if I can. I'd very much like to do it myself, if that makes any sense, without having to get any external financial help. I'd like to be able to manage it myself if at all possible, and I think it is going to be possible. I'm not too sure exactly how many goats or sheep that pasture can hold and what we'll be able to afford when we buy it, but we'll cross that bridge hopefully shortly when we get to it. Now, field update, of course. We've got the grass here, these 2 grass fields. It does say ready to harvest, but this is their first growth stage. We don't want to jump in and harvest this right now. We want to wait till November when the grass is considerably longer, and we'll get a bit better yield off it. At the minute, the yield bonus is at 65%. Field 35 down at the bottom there needs its second coat of fertiliser, which we'll be doing in a month or so's time, and also field 9, which is way off to the east side of the map. Well, that needs its second coat of fertiliser as well. But the canola that's growing here is 100% fertilised. We can pretty much just leave this be. There's no weeds. It doesn't need any work to it now. We can just leave this till harvest time. Our nice big field. This is going to be a good earner, I feel. Canola is a good crop for that. So yeah, lots to do, lots to consider, but first and foremost, I think what we need to do, like I said, is, as a matter of urgency, we need to get some total mixed ration out of that machine. So that's what we're going to do now. Now we've got all the bales unwrapped. I think I've got them all, haven't I? Yep, that's them all unwrapped, so we need to crack on. I've got the bale spike hooked up to the class here, of course, as you can see. And hopefully... I did try one earlier on. I did put 1 bale in there just to, as a bit of practice, as it were, just to make sure, because I know at the beginning of this series I did have a few hiccups with the pickup point of that particular total mixed ration machine. But I'm hoping, let's just tilt them back there so it doesn't, you can, goodness me, you can feel the weight of these on the front, can't you? And we're going to go down here on our front wheels, aren't we? Goodness me. Wow. But I'm hoping that if I pop 2 down right about there, please don't let me down. Let's just drop those there. You going to work? You're not going to work, are you? That's just typical, isn't it? Yeah, it's not taking anything from them here. This is a particularly difficult... Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to have one slap... There we go. It's got to be slap bang in the middle. Right, okay. So, I think the reality is I'm going to have to do them one by one. Or, maybe, actually, if I can, instead of picking up 2 next to each other, I'll try and pick 2 up, one on top of the other. Let's try not to run over my chickens either. Right, can I do that? I might need to, in fact, I'll just do them one by one from here, actually. Take my time with it. There we go. Right, so I'm going to scurry around doing this now for a few moments' time. And I'll pick you up when it's all done. And the TMR machine is working away. Right, there we go. Job done. Loaded all that up with the silage, so that's now fermenting away now. It's a little bit of a faff, I know. Please forgive my use of super strength in and out of that quick cinematic thing there. Yeah, it's just a little bit fiddly, that tip trigger, as it were. But nonetheless, it's done. It's now got a load of stuff in there. So I suppose for this in-game day, it's 3:20 in the afternoon. There's not a huge amount I could really get done. And I suppose that like I said before, the main focus is to get this cow stall topped up with total mixed ration. So if I go to sleep for the night now, by the time we wake up in the morning, I'm sure a huge amount of that silage will have processed, and we'll have a load of TMR so we can get feeding the cows and go from there. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I shall see you all in the morning. Good morning all, here we are. So, let's see how that TMR machine has done, shall we? May as well do it from the menus, haven't we? So, where are we? Mixer. Right, so, still got 113,000 litres left in the silage, but where are we? So, 60,102 litres of TMR. Brilliant. So, jump in the tractor, get in the trailer, and get the first bit topped up, and that productivity for the cows should start to increase significantly, I hope. So let's hitch up the trailer. I'll just leave this attached to the front for now. I'm not going to muck around with that. Get ourselves around the back, load up with our first trailer load. And to be fair, I think the first well, the next few minutes, and whoa, what have we done here? What have I just done? Oh, it's the weight, isn't it? Goodness me, forgive me. Schoolboy error there, I'd forgotten about that. Right, let's drop that down there and try again, shall we? Do you know what, while we're here, we may as well just dump this thing here for now. Get it off the front. There we go, there we go. Right, let's try that again, shall we? There we are, that's better. Right. Total mixed ration. So. There we are. Yep. Want some of that, please? Oh, that fills up quick, doesn't it? 16,500 litres, that'll do. I'm not actually too sure of the total quantity of this cow stall, and actually what I think I should do is tip it from the side here, because there's a tipper trailer after all. I don't want to smash into the roof. There we go. Excellent stuff. So it holds 100,000 litres, right? Okay. Well, we can fill this thing right up, can't we? Quite frankly. Oh, and I've got the grain door selected for some reason there. I'll have to change that as well. Right, there's one trailer load. Let's bring up that F1 menu. Can I change the... No. Don't seem to be able to change the tip part of the... Oh, there we go. Grain door. Yeah, that's better. Change it to back. Should just allow it to empty out a little bit quicker. So, trailer number 2. It's been a long time coming, this, hasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Let's be honest. Getting the cows properly fed. We'll get the whole 60,000 litres in. And then, I think what we need to do is stick with the trailer and the tractor and consider getting all of our grain in the silo over to Soufflé Agriculture, which is towards the north of the map, if I remember correctly. Should take a little bit less time than it just did. That's better. Boom. Yeah. Nice. Proper feed for you now. They look happy, don't they? Right, so, yeah, I'll crack on with this. Give me 2 minutes' time. I'll get the rest of this TMR loaded up, and I'll see you in a moment. There we go, that's better. Cow stall loaded up with a load of TMR now. That's proper job done. Happy with that. So let's see that productivity levels of you lot pick up a bit, please. Could do with some milk for my little dairy system here. Thank you very much. Get that sorted. But now I think it is time we need to get this grain sold, don't we? Now, thankfully, I've just had a quick look at time-saving stock check, and we're not going to lose as much money as we were going to lose before if I sell things now. Previously, it was $4,291 if I was going to euros. Sorry, if I was to sell things now instead of best sell time. That's now decreased a bit to 3,474. So we'll get a little bit more money for what we were gonna sell. So let's pull in here, and everything's going to Soufflé Agriculture, like I say, which is on the far side of the map. So there's a bit of trekking to do. Right, so we'll go for the wheat first. May as well. There we are. Get fully loaded. So this is going to be a fair few trips back and two. So I'm going to stick a bit of music behind this long job and get cracking. Right, there we are. Money's in the bank there. We made, in total, 24,911 euros from selling all that grain. Now, I know, like I said before, I appreciate that we have essentially taken a bit of a very small loss on it, but for the purposes of what I want to do and move forward with this, I'm more than happy to take that loss. So, job done in that respect. So, where do I want to go? I know I can do it from the menus, but I'm going to get ourselves over there first and foremost. See what it looks like. I haven't actually had a real good look at this pasture yet, properly. But yeah, looking forward to it. Now, I know at 108,000 euros, we're going to be pretty much almost emptying the bank, and then we do need to put a little bit more money into some sheep and some goats. Now, I appreciate I'm not going to be able to get all the sheep and all the goats that I'd want to fill this pasture, or to at least put a good chunk in this pasture. But we shall get what we can afford to start off with. That's what's most important. So I think the trigger's roughly about here somewhere, isn't it? No, I need to buy the thing first, don't I, silly boy? Where are we? So, plot 87. There we go. 108,534. Yep, let's purchase that. Boom. It's ours. Lovely stuff. So, let's try for that trigger again. Somewhere. There we are. There we are. So, we'll go for some goats first. Let's just have a look at the price of things. 488 for an 8-month-old. That's for any variant of the sheep, and for goats. So what should we do? In fact, how many does this hold? 200. Right. Okay. Okay. So we'll go for some three-month-old goats first. We'll go for. So what we got? We've got 16, just under 17,000 left. So if we go for 10 of those. In fact, no. Before we do. How much is 10 of these? 10 16-month-old goats is 8 grand. That's probably a bit much. Let's go for 5 of those. So we'll go for 5 16-month-olds. Yep. And we'll go for 5 3-month-olds. There we go. And we'll go for some sheep as well. We'll go for some... Let's go for some Steinschafts, shall we? Easy for me to say. We'll go for 5 of those. There. And we'll go for 5 of these. Leaving us with a relatively humble 6,600 euros. But it's fine. We're going to get some more money in the bank ASAP. Obviously, now that the cows have got proper food in. Hello, mate. Welcome to the farm. Yeah, now that the cows have got some proper food in, they should start producing a bit more milk and a bit faster. We could do with getting these guys a bit of food in. Let's just jump into the menus and see what we can give them. I'm pretty sure we can give them some hay, can't we? No, just grass. Can we give them hay? I'm sure we can give them hay. You've always been able to give sheep hay, haven't you? Even though it doesn't say it. But they've got 75,000 litres of meadow. That's one thing. We do need to give them some water. So that's something we need to crack on with ASAP. Can't actually remember if I've got a barrel to put water in, have I? Right. Yeah, I need to remind myself of that. Have we got one of those? Let's just have a quick check. I don't think we have, actually. Yes, we have. Of course we have. Of course we have. Right, so we can fill up with some water. So we'll go do that now, first and foremost. I'll hitch up that tanker, fill it with a bit of water. I will take a bale of hay over there as well, just to see if we can, because I'm almost certain you can give sheep and goats hay. I'm pretty sure that's always been the case, isn't it? We shall see. But yeah. Where is my water tanker? Oh, it's in the garage round here, isn't it? Goodness me. This is us round here, isn't it? Yeah, there's my water tanker. Have I got anything in it? Nope. So... but we can fill it with water, so... Right, I'll get myself sorted here. We'll disconnect this class. We need to pop on... I'll need to pop the front loader back on again, won't I? And reconnect the front arms with the bale fork on, just to grab a bale of hay, just to see if we can't give them some hay. There we are. Right. So, yeah. Give me 2 minutes. I'll sort all this out, and I'll meet you back at the goat pasture. Right, okay, so I've got a bale of hay on the front here, and I've got 20,000 litres of water, which I know is, sorry, 7,500 litres of water behind me. We had 20,000 in the, in our storage liquid container thing over there, the phytosanitary, I think it's called, which is a strange name for it, but hey-ho. So, let's get ourselves in here. I'm going to go for the, we'll try the hay bale first, and just see if this can count towards their food. Have I got to try and squeeze it in there? Perhaps. I don't think that's going to go in there, is it? Let's just drop that down there for a moment. Does that go towards anything? No, it doesn't. Let's just see if we can force it in there. No. Oh yeah, there we go. Where there's a will, there's a way, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just ram it in. There we are, yes. So I wonder how you're actually meant to get them in there legitimately then, without having to, without... Oh, there. Right. There we go. There's an answer to everything, guys, isn't there? That's how to do it, so let's reverse away down to the water trough. Go. Just gently does it. I'm going to get a tip trigger, or have I got to pull up alongside it? Oh, there it was. Got it very briefly there. Water. Nice. That'll do. How much of this are you going to take? All of it, it would seem, at the minute. Okay. How full are we of water? Oh, right, so they'll take pretty much double that. Okay, so they need one more of those. That'll do. Well, either way, start off with, that'll do just fine. Really happy with that. Really happy with that indeed. That's going to be awesome. So, let's go close this little gate off. Having a munch already, mate. You're a few feet away, that's for sure. There we are. Nice. Welcome to the farm, pal. So there we go. I'm a goat farmer and a sheep farmer now. So, bit of an expansion, bit of an investment, but I think it's going to be absolutely worth it. Like I said earlier, when these guys start producing wool and they start producing their goat milk, we'll be able to throw that into our little dairy production system that we've got attached to the farm and get a bit more income coming in. I'm really looking forward to that. We need to get that bank balance up ASAP. But for today's episode, I think, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to call it here. I think we've it's been a good one. It's been fun. We've got a bit more, a couple more income streams to look forward to. So yeah, onwards and upwards. So as always, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I really do hope you have enjoyed the video and found it a little bit of fun. As always, if you're new to the channel and you like my content, you like the way I'm doing things, please consider hitting that subscribe button and jumping on board, joining the channel. Please give the video a like if you can. It does do wonders, helps the YouTube algorithm do its thing. And as always, there are a host of links in the video description below with my Giants Partner promo code. If any of you are in the market for purchasing Farming Simulator 25 or any of its add-ons and you like the idea of supporting the channel and helping out a creator, as always, I would be massively appreciative. And also, if any of you are in the market for an online server to play with your mates and you like the idea again of supporting the channel, but also like the idea of a 10% reduction in the cost of that server, please consider using my G-Portal affiliate link, which again will be in the video description below. Any help and support there, guys, would be wonderfully appreciated. So, thanks again for your time, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.